I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind?
Imagine this. One strategic move from HYBE could change the course of the K-pop industry for the next decade. And behind all those grand plans lies one name who has long been a major force, not just on stage, but also behind the scenes: Jungkook. HYBE appears to be gearing up for one of the most pivotal moments in its history: BTS's full-fledged comeback. After years of transition, from the members' solo activities to the ever-changing dynamics of the global music industry, 2025 is being touted as a turning point that will determine the future of this giant label. And interestingly, many industry observers are starting to point out one thing: HYBE is preparing for something big, and Jungkook may be at the center of it all. Since his smash hit solo debut with the project Golden, Jungkook has proven himself not only as a world-class performer, but also a strategic asset capable of revitalizing HYBE's global momentum. The album wasn't just a commercial success. It symbolized BTS's brand power on the international stage, even when the group wasn't active together. In internal reports and market analysis, Jungkook's name continues to emerge as a key factor in HYBE's stock surge from 2024 to 2025. Every appearance, every collaboration, even a small social media post from him has a direct impact on public perception and the company's market value. It's no wonder that many analysts say that HYBE is building a BTS comeback strategy with Jungkook as the central figure, or even the face who will open a new chapter for the group. But of course, HYBE doesn't rely solely on one member. Their strategy is known to be complex, unifying the strengths of all the BTS members, who have now matured individually. RM with his leadership, Suga with his production prowess, J-Hope who dominates the stage, Jin and Jimin known for their public appeal, and Taeyong, a global fashion and visual icon. Still, Jungkook's name always appears at the forefront whenever HYBE starts moving its big wheels. Several Korean media outlets have even reported that HYBE has prepared a number of global plans that are unprecedented, including large-scale digital projects, cross-industry collaborations, and a comeback concept that involves immersive experiences for fans worldwide. And if the rumors are true, then it's not impossible that Jungkook will be the spearhead that opens the door to a new era for BTS, one where music, technology, and global influence unite in one grand narrative: the return of BTS. Interestingly, some industry insiders have suggested that HYBE's new leadership style is now beginning to mimic the individual success patterns of the BTS members. This is where Jungkook stands out, because he's not just an idol, but a symbol of modern perfection in Korean entertainment. His voice is heard on American radio, his face adorns global billboards, and every solo release reaches the top spot on Spotify and Apple Music within hours. Looking at the market data and trends, it's safe to say that HYBE isn't preparing for an ordinary comeback. They appear to be trying to replicate the global momentum of 2018 to 2021, a time when BTS not only dominated the charts, but also dominated the global conversation. The difference is, this time they're coming with a more mature, calculated strategy and driven by a more massive digital force than ever before. Jungkook, in this position, appears to be the main catalyst, not only because of his popularity, but because of his steady influence across a diverse global audience. From young fans on TikTok to mainstream music listeners in America and Europe, he's successfully bridged segments that were previously difficult for K-pop artists to reach. With BTS expected to return as a full group after all members complete their mandatory military service, HYBE is now at a crucial crossroads. They know the world is waiting, and the public has high expectations. Will BTS return with a revolutionary concept, or will they stick to their signature emotionally and musically powerful style? Whatever the answer, one thing is clear: Jungkook isn't just part of BTS's comeback strategy. He's the key. He's the one who naturally connects the old and new generations of BTS fans, and is the face leading HYBE's transition into a new era of global K-pop. Meanwhile, after a wave of rumors about BTS's comeback surfaced in various global media outlets, public attention has now turned to one big question: how exactly is HYBE preparing for all this? Because judging by their movement patterns over the past 2 years, everything seems too organized, too systematic, as if HYBE had already designed a grand roadmap long before the public was even aware of it. Several industry sources have stated that BTS's comeback plan wasn't developed overnight. It was the result of lengthy discussions involving the entire creative team, producers, and executives at HYBE labels and Bigot Music. Interestingly, this project isn't just about music. It's about BTS's return not just as a group, but as global icons representing a new generation of Korean culture. And amidst this complex process, Jungkook's role is said to be the most prominent. Not only because of his undeniable popularity, but also because of his now recognized artistic influence. Following the release of Golden, Jungkook actively participated in several internal HYBE production sessions, involved in writing, visual concepts, and even digital marketing ideas used for upcoming projects. Some in the industry even call him the center of energy in creative meetings, someone whose presence can enliven the team spirit in every room he enters. However, Jungkook isn't the only one playing a crucial role in this larger picture. Kim Namjoon, RM, is known to hold a strategic role as creative direction advisor, ensuring that every message BTS conveys retains the meaning, depth, and emotional continuity that has been their hallmark since their inception. Suga, with his experience as an independent producer and musician, is trusted to help direct the music production, ensuring a balance between an international feel and a strong K-pop identity. Meanwhile, J-Hope, now back from his mandatory military service, is reportedly the driving force behind the performance side of things, ensuring that every detail of the choreography, transitions, and stage visuals meet standards that exceed global expectations. And, no less importantly, Jin, as the oldest member, takes on the role of symbolizing emotional return. His presence serves as a reminder to fans of the group's long journey from its inception to its global peak. And of course, Jimin and Taehyung, V, bring a touch of aesthetics and visual appeal that makes this comeback concept feel much more elegant and mature. Taehyung, in particular, is set to be leading the visual and fashion promotions that reflect BTS's new identity as global cultural icons, something that combines music, art, and lifestyle. Combined, all of these roles form the foundation of HYBE's grand strategy, what is being internally dubbed the BTS Rebirth project. The goal is clear, not just to bring BTS back to the top, but to redefine what it means to be a global group in the post-digital era. And interestingly, this strategy isn't just focused on music releases. HYBE appears to be preparing a comeback ecosystem that involves various digital platforms, from interactive experiences on Weverse, to the release of exclusive documentaries, to a possible metaverse project that will bring fans from around the world together in real time. Some analysts even suspect that HYBE has prepared this comeback as a global project, involving American, Japanese, and European media networks simultaneously. The goal is simple but bold: to create the most massive music release ever by an Asian artist. In this context, Jungkook has become an irreplaceable figure. His presence not only strengthens BTS's artistic side, but also bridges the gap between BTS's past popularity and the new generation of global fans who know them through their solo work. Every time he appears in public, even if it's just a short video on Instagram, his impact is palpable not only among fans, but also within the music and entertainment industry itself. Now, at HYBE's headquarters in Yongsan, Seoul, activity is starting to pick up. The long silent recording studio is coming back to life. The creative team is working late into the night. Big-name global producers are reportedly entering and exiting the building. And every time someone sees a black car with tinted windows parked in the HYBE basement, speculation immediately arises. Is this a secret session for BTS's comeback? Fans, of course, are keeping an eye out. They're comparing every piece of information: Jungkook's posts, RM's captions, even Taehyung's airport outfit choices, all as clues that might point to a big moment.